All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarasum Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the General Seti Sarasum General Seti YouTube page, but the Sarasum Seti YouTube page. Two dynamic powerhouses. Goddamn it, you already know what it is. Powerhouse, black education and black empowerment, entertainment, education, all spirituality, divinity. We got it all for you. That's why you're here. You feel me? We have memberships. If you're on here right now, I want you to subscribe. I don't want you to get up off of here. I know it's too early, but I'm getting on you. If you're on here right now, I want you to subscribe. We got memberships for you where I give you exclusive material, and I'm going to give you some this evening. I'm going to go to work. You're going to wake up tomorrow on both pages. You're going to have some work for your family. We're going to have some spiritual soul food up there for you. I want you to go ahead and eat and meditate on this wisdom and knowledge. So become a member. We have all type of lectures, and this is 2025. So I'm getting my program together for you, but you already know you're going to eat. So become a member today, subscribe today, get a video or thumbs up right now because you already know it's going to be dynamic. That's right. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasum Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check out that catalog, get you something nice, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University. We talking about over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. That's right. Old Mecca Voyages of the Nile, Ancient America, Too Raw for You Too, When Kemet Ruled the Earth, Global Kushite Empire. We talking about ancient America. We talking about the making of the white man, the black woman is God. Everything that gas, global African supremacy. Get on the website. We even got the grandmaster teachers, classic lectures and documentaries. No other website, nowhere on the planet can compare, compete. Become a member today. And everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come. 500 exclusive live streams waiting on you on Patreon, only to be seen on that platform. Extracurricular work, spectacular materials that you can only see on Patreon. You want that? Go and get it. It's waiting on your family. Become a patron today. All the family that donated to the general, I thank you. I appreciate you for the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate, link is on the screen. It's in the chat. It's in the video description. Click it, donate. I thank you. I appreciate you. And I thank you again. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube pages, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasum Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Well, the moderator's going to get you one way or another. They're going to get you. Nah, I'm looking at this, this beef, and I don't know if I don't want to rush to say it's a beef, but the words is getting personal. You know what I'm saying? It's getting very personal, and it's going to lead to if it's no type of mediation. Is it if it's no coming to an understanding? I could see where animosity is going drench the minds and spirits of both of these guys. We talking about Napoleon, and we talking about young Noble on the Outlaws, and we weigh in because you see this shit and you thinking to yourself, well, goddamn, man, it's been about 20 fucking years, since this, where the brother Yaki Kadafi was, killed very suspiciously. He was killed. I forget the year, but it wasn't long after Pac. Matter of fact, I believe it was in the same year that Pac died. You know, I believe it was the same exact year that he died, and you know, and people like, damn, it just looked like wow, that they, whoever had something to do with the murder of Pac probably had some. You would at least assume that, you would at least assume that, from what I'm understanding, that Kadafi, I guess he was there with Tupac. I'm not guessing. This is my assumption based on what I've, listened to, that he was there, that he could identify. If he say he could identify him, he had to been there when Pac was killed. And so, and that made, a lot of people felt that made him a target. And so, but listening to this going back and forth with, I've been seeing Napoleon on all the, the interviews and shit. He the one I've been seeing. And when I see him, I tune in. You feel me? I tune in, and he seemed like he seemed like a fairly peaceful brother. Right now he seemed like a very peaceful. I don't know his past life or nothing like that. And so because he was, a member of the Outlaws, he was there with Pac, and then people, they feel that they could, hear about Pac life and shit through the brother because he was there. He was a member of the rap group, and so, I tend to listen, and he recollects all the shit that was going on, and you liked it. You didn't heard so many different versions of the story to where you at least want to listen to it from somebody who was really close to him, in the group with him. And so that's why I listened to him. But now, we finding out, because I always wonder who shot him. And so, I don't know, it must have already been out, but I don't think it was publicized to the degree where I didn't know that it was Napoleon's cousin. It was his cousin that shot Gaddafi. And the way Napoleon explained it, that it was a mistake. It was a mistake that they, I don't know if they was wrestling, or I don't know how the gunplay came in there, but, he ends up shooting Kadafi in the face. I don't know if he shot him in the head or it came out his face, but from what Noble was saying, he had got a call and somebody saying that, Kadafi had got shot, and he laying out there in the hallway. Obviously, they're in some type of apartment, building or whatever. And he laying out in the hallway, got a hole in his face. So I don't know if it came through the back and come out the front, or went in the back or came out. I don't know, but so yeah, that was, and so that was really fucked up, And at the time, I believe the brothers was I don't know. I had to go back, and they was out of town. I don't know if they was in Atlanta. They might have been in Atlanta, I believe. I don't know. Was it Atlanta or somewhere? Because they was supposed to be doing a memorial for Tupac. Phoenix Shakur, Tupac's mother, was having a memorial for Tupac. And I believe they were supposed to, the Outlaws was supposed to perform or whatever. And so when he got the call, Noble got the call, one of the sisters called from Jersey and informed him that, Gaddafi had got shot, and, sad, that's really sad, because even then, I listened to Tupac, I listened to the Outlaws and shit, and so, yeah, and you hear these guys and they rapping and they famous and shit, and and then it's just like, man, this murder thing just started. that shit was just, at that time it was just, it was just death all over hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It was just a cloud, of uncertainty that, at any time anybody could fall, and you was just waiting on, and it, tragically, you waiting on the next motherfucker to fall, and that's just a damn shame. But, and then, so Noble, listening to him, I'm listening to his side of the story. He trying to say that it wasn't a mistake. He's saying that Napoleon is lying about this shit, that he, and I'm trying to see where he going with it. Why is it, why did he if it wasn't a mistake, why did he kill Gaddafi? This is what why did he do it? Okay, did something, was it something personal going on right there in Jersey, or was it somebody that that was responsible for the death of Tupac? Did they reach their hand from wherever, who was responsible? Because they saying cats from Cali was responsible for that. Did these cats have that kind of power to reach their hand all the way to Jersey and do that? Some cats do, but looking at these cats, I don't want to underestimate nobody, but they are not saying why. And so I don't want to guess. I'm just throwing out hypotheticals of why, but they saying that, he could identify who it was, and he ends up dead not too long after Tupac. And so now you got this infeuding war going on, with Napoleon. And I'm, like I say, I don't want to say that it's a war. I don't want to say it's a beef, but it's leading up to that. Because if you're gonna say a man is lying about, one of their own brothers, member of the group, a member of the group being murdered and shit, and you're lying about it. He's saying that Napoleon is lying about that. That he know that it wasn't a mistake. And so that's a very serious accusation. Yeah, that's so you thinking that, this is like, man, this shit just won't end. You know what I'm saying? You thinking, damn, Tupac was murdered and Biggie was murdered, and and all the drama that went on, all that going back and forth, all the records and shit that was made and shit that, just put more salt in the wound of all that shit that was going on. And here it is over 20 years later, and it's still on, it's still there. It's still, it ain't dead yet. And so, accusations is being, thrown around. And so, I mean, I need to do some more research to see where is Noble actually going with this shit. If he don't believe it was a mistake, then we want to know what the motive was to kill Kadafi. What was the murder? What was the motive for that? What was the motive? But this show you right here, man, it I mean, even when you think you got a clique and you supposed to be family and shit, man, and this type of, I mean, it's a lot of shit that just, we missing as far as, how, because motherfuckers say they soldiers, man, but this ain't no soldier shit. This ain't. Motherfuckers ain't moving like no real army, man. I mean, motherfuckers could be dismantled, psychologically be dismantled, and it's so much, where where you can reach inside of a motherfucker house, and that's why we have to, we have to deal with this shit as far as people coming in our house, and and motherfuckers that supposed to be loyal to the house, and you and I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't motherfucking collaborate, with adversaries. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. You don't collaborate with adversaries. You don't bring confusion in the house. And so, it's most definitely, you look at all these crews and shit, and it don't take much, because if niggas' hearts ain't really right, and you got jealousy and envy, and niggas is really low light, they get a hold to a couple of dollars, but they still, they low energy niggas, jealousy and envy, and that's really, the real energy that destroy it all, the jealousy and envy of another man and what he got, or another woman and what they got. And when you got shit in your heart, see, when motherfuckers they collaborate, they what's the word, and they what the word I'm looking, when you sit and you plan on a motherfucker, and you plan motherfuckers downfall and shit. And that's what you're in it, instead of just, thinking ahead on a positive note. Let's get this bag. Let's keep moving forward. Let's try to get as much as we can, man, so we can spread the wealth and shit, and build an empire and shit, and for the babies and for generations to come. And here it is, motherfuckers can't even, they fighting in their own goddamn house. But this is very serious, and Napoleon has come back and say, well, show me where I'm a liar. He's come back and he said, show me. And from my understanding, Napoleon was kicked out of the group. I don't know who kicked him out. I had to go back and see that. Was it Tupac that kicked him out? I don't know. Was that the case? I don't know. But anyway, this is, and I seen one video where, they had been going back and forth on Twitter, or was it Twitter, or it was Instagram, one of them. They was going back and forth, and you can see they going back and forth. They going, and so, yeah, eventually, that just gonna build up all kind of animosity. Because once you say shit and you doing it in a public forum like that, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be able to take that shit back. So, it got to be somebody that's going to step in there, man, and say, man, let's rap. You know what I'm saying? All these niggas in the game is beefing right now, and they stay beefing. Nigga, you getting money, nigga, or we perceive you to be getting money, and y'all still on that, divisive shit, which, if it keep going, we know how that shit go in the hood. It ain't gonna be so long before motherfuckers be so, full of, animosity, and they're gonna be so, that they're gonna be ready to strike out on a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that's just going to the continuation of, of this death, this death music, this death path that, a lot of these niggas in the hip hop game, because they ain't never left the streets, and niggas ain't really benefited from they ain't never really benefited from hip hop like motherfuckers thought they was. You know what I'm saying? Quiet as kept, they probably was doing better in the streets. And that's why a lot of them, they be in that booth and they still be in the goddamn street, because that shit ain't paying. Like, niggas get the fake jewels, and nigga go on Amazon and get the fake money and shit, get stacks. You can buy that shit off of Amazon. And motherfuckers be there, and you see stacks, and that shit come right off of Amazon and shit. The chains, you can get all that shit. You can get the chains and shit. They can make that shit look like, nigga, 14 karat gold, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you drop some water on it, and that motherfucker turn green. No, they got some that won't even turn. You know what I'm saying? So They out here with that kind of shit now, so they could put on all type of fake shit and nigga do a video and shit. The lights and shit will be and that shit'll be glistening and all that. So you think niggas got money? It really ain't got no money. The biggest stars, you know what I'm saying? The biggest stars is broke, and you know, and trying to, you know, that's why today most of them, if they ain't getting paper on the concerts, they ain't getting no paper. So they had to stay on the road to get that. They ain't getting no paper off no records and, you know, no downloads and all that shit and stream. They ain't getting no paper off of that. You know, not the paper that you think a motherfucker gonna have mansions. And so a lot of them and shit had to do shows and, you know, and today, you know, with the economy the fucking way that it is and shit, even the top stars and shit had to drop the dollar down on the goddamn tickets and shit. If they intend to get you know, a lot of motherfuckers had to cancel their shows. They ain't got no motherfuckers in there. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the hip hop game is. But I show, you know, ending this, I hate to see these guys go at it. You know what I'm saying? I hate to see these guys go at it like this. You know, and what's crazy, both of them seem, you know, they seem knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? They seem like, you know, when they speak, you know, respectfully and shit. And I don't see why they can't goddamn sit down and talk that out and get that shit off the internet. That's what I'm hoping for. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm hoping for. And so, family, if you're on here right now, we still here. We still in the house. We got some more videos we dropping tonight. I want you to stay with me. And family, make sure you like this video, share it with your family and friends, and we be right back. Arm yourself with knowledge. Hit some of them links in the chat. Support the general. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.